Alrighty, y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel. I am the old Star Wars fan, and we got some Mando Season 3 news. Now, of course, the interwebs are abuzz between Jedi Survivor and Mando Season 3 and the Bad Batch. There's all these if, ands, whats, hows, whys, boogers, everything going on. Everyone has their own slice of the pie. Everyone has the next big, rumor or bit of information. So it's really hard to kind of siphon through what's real and what's not. Okay, so if you would, I find it all very entertaining, but take it with a grain of salt. But let's have some fun speculating on Mando season 3 and a shocking twist for a major villain. So let's get into this. Here we go. This is from Epic Stream. Of course, you got the Mandos here with the Baby Yoda. Okay, we're still a number of months away from the premiere of Mando Season 3, but the show is already generating a lot of hype, promising to be the biggest one yet. God, I hope so. Season 3 will revolve around Din Djarin and Bo-Katan's struggle or duel for the right to sit atop the Mandalorian throne. But according to One Star, it also sets up subplots that could potentially drop a lot of jaws. Now, I'm going to say this as a lifelong Star Wars fan. At the end of Season 2, whenever Luke was introduced, I still watch the footage. And I still get the goosebumps. And I still get giddy. Because that's the Luke I grew up with. No joke. You can ask my wife. While we were watching the season finale, I was trying to convince myself that was not Luke. Because after the disaster that they put Luke through in the sequel movies, now the one scene where he kind of force projected himself, that was pretty cool. Him kind of dusting off his shoulder, that was epic. But everything else, they turned him into a dry husk of himself. But him showing up on that Star Cruiser, kicking butt and taking names, even using his dad's old Jedi move to deflect blaster bolts. Not gonna lie, I almost crapped a herd of kittens. I was convincing myself, no, that's not it. Because I didn't want to be let down again. I didn't. But Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, they brought the goods, they brought the goodness, and it's going to be hard to top that. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard to top that. But let's get into this subplot for Season 3 of The Mandos. Here we Giancarlo Esposito. Y'all, the man deserves all the awards. Okay, he is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet and plays some of the most delicious villains you'll ever see. Just straight up. Speaking to ET Online, Giancarlo Esposito, who played the show's main baddie, Moff Gideon, teased a shocking twist to his character. According to the 64-year-old, the leader of the remnant of the fallen Galactic Empire might switch sides in Season 3, revealing that one... I think they need a spell check on this. Revealing he wants to save the universe all along. That's the thing about a relatable villain. If you look at Dooku in Tales of the Jedi, you see why he fell to the dark side. He was tired of corruption. Now, the ends justify the means. I don't know. Maybe that's what Moff Gideon is thinking. Bad choices, right intentions. I don't know. Explaining what we'll see Gideon do next, Giancarlo says, yes, it's assumed he's behind bars. I think we could have the opportunity to see him escape those chains that bind him. He's highly intelligent character. I don't see why not. We want to see a guy who is a mastermind, who has an idea of the future that no one else has. And so we want to know what that is, and we want to know if that's good or bad. I mean, I'm not. Yeah. What made Thrawn so deliciously sinister in the books is that he saw a different vision. That's what made him so good. So for Moff Gideon, who seems to be focusing on the Force, who seems to be focusing on midichlorian count, who seems to be focusing on Force-sensitive warriors, is he doing that because there's Sith coming? Is he doing that because Palpatine could be resurrected? There's all these different things that could happen, both in Legends and in the Disney crapshoot. Giancarlo added that fans might have the wrong impression about his character. I keep holding on to this idea that he really wants to save the galaxy. Of course, everybody does. But everyone assumes he just wants to control it. So let's find out if that's true or not. That is the great thing about having an actor of Esposito's character, or his caliber, I'm sorry, is how he looks at it. The way Christopher Lee looked at Saruman, or looked at Count Dooku. The ends justify the means. I'm doing this for peace and justice. I'm doing this to bring back order. I'm doing this so that we have structure. However, the problem with that thinking is it takes out the responsibility of personal choice. You know? Just saying. Of course, Esposito's statement doesn't carry much weight to it, for we all know he could be playing coy about Gideon's plot in Season 3. And Esposito's great about that. He'll give this innocuous statement that has more layers than a wedding cake. And then once the facts come to life, it's like, oh, that's what he meant. But again, that's great storytelling, okay? But the idea of him turning his back on the Galactic Empire to join the good guys sound I can English, I promise. Incredibly compelling. And with Grand Admiral Thrawn set to make his live-action arrival, I don't see Gideon gelling well with the menacing villain. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I just don't know. Because I know what happened in Legends. I've read the Thrawn trilogy. I've read the books, video games, TV shows, comic books. I know what happens to Thrawn. But I also know Thrawn listened to other people. And there's also the Chiss, who want to come in. And if Thrawn sees people who are worthy to be part of his organization, he sent people into deep space to say, hey, go over there, talk to the Chiss, join our cause. Which is no different than what the Empire did. It's no different than what the Rebellion did. So, could Gideon be okay joining the Chiss, or Thrawn's people? Is this about saving the Empire and the Republic from the Chiss? We've seen that happen in the books, where the Galactic Empire and the New Republic join up. They've done it a couple of times. But what do y'all think in the comments section down below? Please let me know. I mean, there's so much that could happen in Season 3. Y'all, the speculation is just delicious. Take it with a grain of salt. Are y'all excited for Season 3? Do you want to see more Baby Yoda? Let me know. My name is Daniel. I am an old Star Wars fan, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one.